Welcome to Speidel's California Minute. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane. This week we're covering late payment notices that the FTB is sending for the 2024 tax year. At Speidel's Federal and California Tax Update, you'll get updated on everything that happened during the year to be prepared for tax season. There are live webinar and in-person seminar options available, and you can get details at caltax.com. Many LLCs located in Los Angeles County have recently received late payment notices for the 2024 tax year. Tax professionals have been questioning these notices because they mistakenly believe that the 2024 tax payments qualified for the Los Angeles County Wildfire Disaster Payment Relief. Unlike other entity taxes, the LLC annual tax is due during the current taxable year. This means that both of the following payments do not qualify for the Los Angeles County disaster postponement that's available through October 15, 2025. The 2024 LLC annual tax, which was due April 15, 2024 for calendar year filers, and the 2024 LLC estimated annual fee, which was due June 17, 2024 for calendar year filers. However, any balance due for the 2024 annual fee, which was due March 15, 2025 for calendar year filers, does qualify for the disaster-related postponement relief. The LLC estimated annual fee is prepaid and is due on the 15th day of the 6th month of the current taxable year, which for the 2025 tax year is June 16th for calendar year LLCs. LLCs use Form FTB 3536, estimated fee for LLCs, to remit the fee. The fee is required to be at least 100% of the current taxable year fee. If the taxpayer's payment is late or less than the amount owed, the FTB will assess an underpayment penalty. The underpayment penalty is 10% of the difference between the fee paid and the fee owed, and there is no reasonable cause exception. But there is a prior year exception if the timely paid estimated fee is equal to or greater than the prior year's fee. The prior year exception applies to a new LLC, so no estimate is due for the first year. An LLC is also subject to a late payment penalty on any remaining unpaid fee if it's not paid by the due date of the return. The late payment penalty is 5% of the fee not paid by the due date of the return, plus 0.5% per month or part of a month that the fee remains unpaid, up to 40 months, not to exceed 25%. The $800 LLC annual tax is due on the 15th day of the 4th month of the taxable year, generally April 15th, and is paid with Form FTB 3522 LLC tax voucher. A first-year exemption from the annual tax applied to an LLC that organized or registered with the Secretary of State during its first taxable year on or after January 1, 2021, and before January 1, 2024. However, this exemption was not extended, meaning that the first-year exemption does not apply to LLCs organized or registered after 2023. Also, an LLC is not subject to the annual tax if it did not do business in the taxable year and its taxable year was 15 days or fewer. This provision effectively grants a 15-day grace period for LLCs formed within the last 15 days of the first taxable year. An LLC is also not required to pay the $800 annual tax if it meets the following 3 requirements. It timely files a final return for the preceding taxable year, it does no business in California during the current year, and it files a certificate of dissolution, surrender, or cancellation with the Secretary of State before the end of the 12-month period beginning with the date the final return was filed. To stay up to date with California tax law changes, subscribe to Speidel's California Tax Letter. This monthly newsletter is written by California Tax Pros for California Tax Pros in plain English with helpful examples and charts. For subscription information, go to caltax.com and click Publications. That's all for this week. Join us next week for another episode of Speidel's California Minute.